good, everybody? Now we talking with Ness from Ghani Vision. So let's get to it. We in the house for SB3 Waun. How you doing, young brother?
I'm doing all right. Thank you for having me.
All right, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you being here. So where you from?
From Detroit, Michigan, East Side. I'm out of Sterling Heights.
Okay, East Side out of Sterling Heights.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bet. So when did you get into music?
Got into music, making music 2019, 2020. Music been a part of me really like my whole life, doing different choirs, performances and things like that.
Choir, so you have a melodic sense to you sing too.
Yeah, honestly, that's one of my favorite parts about making music is the melodic aspect of it and how I structure music. I don't know, I just love hearing. I have a choir outlook on how I make music. I learned that about myself.
Okay. So when you're making music, are you hands-on from the production to the writing or just the writing? I mean, because it seems like if you are into the choir aspect of it, I think that you one of them guys that'll be over the producers or the engineers' shoulder.
Well, not too much on that part. I record myself, and from that point on, putting what I want to put in, and then they take what they want to take out on the back end so it can sound to the par of where we is. But as long as I get my ideas out, we don't ever have no type of problems or nothing like that. We hand in hand with each other.
Okay. So what being from Detroit has a certain sound. And it's changed over the years and it's like number one in the world right now. So I've listened to your music. I didn't hear East Side nor West Side.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So explain to me what's your genre of music?
Honestly, it's a mixture of rock, hip hop, R&B, pop. Uh, it's a mixture of a lot of music, and I just like to call that thrill music. I like to combine a lot of different elements.
Okay. What I mean, explain a little more because people want to say, what does he mean? Because that's been done before, you know. So what makes yours different?
Not just talking strictly about my sound or how I can put the songs together, but on the aspect of what I am talking about or how I'm delivering it in songs that you wouldn't even expect to go or tracks that you would think is a certain way. I don't know. I feel that when you hear my music, it's something about it that's gonna touch you in some way. Not necessarily saying you're gonna like it. Not everybody gonna like it, but majority of the people.
Yeah. So what's been your feedback when you release music?
I got good feedback. Got good feedback from my camp for sure, but from people outside that I don't know if part of their circles or whatever. And I've got good feedback personally, especially with this track I just dropped, Vacant Vanity.
What does vacant vanity mean?
Vacant Vanity, that's a it's a song where you gonna hear it and you can put yourself in a picture of what's going on.
Mm.
And it'd be if you can relate to that or if you can't, but you're gonna understand what's going on. And as far as why I chose Vacant Vanity, that song as a whole represents that, you know, I I know we don't have it right here to listen to, but that's like the best way I can explain that. Cause we went through about 3 different names for that song.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel that best represents that song, Vacant Vanity.
So is this something that's coming out or is it already
It's
released?
already out.
Okay, well shoot, tell them where to find it.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, saying we ain't got it right here. Tell them where to find it, right? Like right now.
It's on as of right now, it's on Apple Music and YouTube. Coming soon to Spotify. By the time this drop, it should be on there. But yeah, it's on all platforms though, for sure. just gonna take a little second.
Okay, so what about the visuals? Because you know these days everybody want to see.
Video all through on YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube.
Yep,
Okay,
videos
so
on
you already in the, you already popping.
YouTube. Yeah.
Who shot the video?
Shout out my man Strokes, D Strokes, man. My producer, engineer, manager, cameraman. Yeah, and honestly, he all hands on. Strokes, man.
So y'all getting it in over there.
Yeah.
How is it working with Strokes as a producer?
He he tries to find different, and that's something I try to do too. We go hand in hand, and we mesh so well, and it's the songs that we have, the tracks that we have is it's top tier, truthfully. Whether they be older when I first started,
Mm-hmm.
and just to redo them now, or rather be a vacant vanity, or rather be an energy, which we ain't get into yet. So it's I love working with him. It's a chemistry that kind of just happened. I go say that it just sparked like that, but it for sure felt like it happened overnight.
Okay. So let me ask you this: who comes to who with the songs? Because Strokes is older than you.
Mhm.
So who comes with the songs? Because again, well, like I said, do you when I ask you about do you think it's a gap between the younger generation and the older generation? He's not an old man, but he's a little older than you. He's from a different generation.
Mhm. Honestly, vice back and it go it can go back and forth. He has something, or he'd think something that's older that he done did, and like I didn't even think you would like that, bro. That's dope. Or he like, bro, I think you would like this, or I come to him, I got this idea, you think so it's really not no problems working with him, and it's one of the luxuries, and I don't want to take that for granted or nothing.
Okay, sweet. See, yeah, when I met Strokes, he was doing all kinds of music. Him and your Rev City, you know Rev.
Yeah, no red.
Yeah, so I mean, those are some of the dopest producers in the city. Of course, we know Helluva and Ant Beats, and they got their whole different genre. But these two brothers here, I know they do R&B, gospel, hip hop, like trap,
Yeah.
everything. So yeah. Um, what else I want to know here? So look, I'm scrolling today, and I seen two gangsters. I ain't even putting their name out there. I'm sure it'll come out. Two gangster rappers in full makeup, face beat, hair, I mean wigs and all that. I mean, where's this game going to? Do you think that you have to do things like that to make it or go viral or
I feel that
I mean answer straight up cuz
I
I'm
know I feel that if you wanted to go viral, this would be the time to, in that aspect, this would be the time to do that. Me personally, I don't feel that you need to do that.
Mhm.
Me personally, I won't be doing that.
Mhm.
Um, so it's really a choose your own. It's like if you want to get viral right now, you probably be known for that for a minute, but you get your fame, however long that's gonna last. But me, I rather gain it the I ain't gonna say the authentic way. I don't want to discredit what nobody's doing, but I'd rather gain it my way to where even if it take a while,
Right.
you gonna remember.
Right. Well, I mean, I'll say it. It's a little more integrity, because I mean, I don't think you can be a gangster and a cross dresser. I just don't. You know what I'm
That's fair,
saying?
right?
I don't know what part of that game is, so I will say that part. But I respect it, man, that you stay even in this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's about the music, it ain't even about the things that make people go viral and all that kind of stuff. So what's coming up next for you?
Uh, honestly, uh, I'm still working promoting Vacant Vanity, but coming up soon, I got Thrill Music, which is I have a song Thrill Music, but like I said, eventually I want my legacy to be remembered in a category to be Thrill Music.
Okay. So I know you guys got a camp over there. Who else in the camp? Or do you plan on collaborating? Have you collaborated with people or
Yeah, we got a lot of honestly, our camp, honestly, they keep me working because I, I don't. It's a competitive thing. It's all love. It's a competitive thing, you know. And everybody's honestly so good. Iron sharpen iron, you know. So Capone, Vier, you got the NWO. Uh, even it go deep, man. It's tough, man. I got records with them. We looking to put them out soon. Soul Capone. Like I said, it's the whole camp that really talented guys that really keep me working because how talented the room, our camp is.
So are these people that you name, are they artists or producers as well? Are Strokes the main producer? Do you got other producers?
I have a few. Shoke's really like my main producer right now.
Mhm.
I don't. I want him to be able to relax, so I'm looking for, you know, other people to, you know, try to take that role. I don't want him to have to do everything. But yeah, Darius, yeah, twin. He be doing my beats now. One of the twins for the NWO. Um, yeah,
NWO is dope.
yeah, my dog's right there.
Yep. They kind of remind me of the thrill music per se, if that's the category that we're looking at,
Hmm.
because it's when I seen them perform, they was high. It's like no way you could sit down to their music. No way. You know, um, the Strokes produced their songs.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, dope. Okay, so is anybody in your camp that sticks out different, or do y'all got the same kind of music? Because
I like to think that we're all
high
different
energy.
in our own ways.
Okay,
You know, we have some things that's similar. You know,
of course.
um, but that's honestly that's music. Everything is damn near similar. But yeah, I feel like we all different in our own ways, and we all have our different lanes.
Well, I will say that everybody that I heard in the camp so far don't sound like anyone on the east side or the west side. I'm talking about like beats or songs. But I mean, I was like, whoa, that's dope. So I love the diversity, uh, in the city now, because you can't get uh, put in a box like we do one style of music, or one style of look, one style of dressing. Even like yourself, I see the dreads. You got the colors on your fingernails and stuff. So when did the colors on the fingernails come into play? Because my generation, we looked at that as like crazy.
Yeah, it's funny because like I said, growing up, my grandparents and things. Honestly, I wouldn't even expect me to be doing this, but for me, it helps with my anxiety. I bite my nails a lot when
Okay.
I was going through that, and I was trying to stop. So that's just my thing. Everybody has their own niche, but for me, it's helping with my anxiety and stop biting my nails.
Now that's the first I heard that, but it make all the sense in the world. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. It's about, like, I want to hear stuff coming from a younger artist or a younger person's perspective, because I can assume, or we can assume all we want, but why assume when you can talk directly to the person? And I think that's where people mess up, when they don't talk to the person, they just assume. You know what I mean? And you'll get a lot of that. You'll hear the music, like, and we'd be like, man, that's crazy. But shit, my mother didn't like NWA, or yeah, she probably didn't even like Run DMC. What the hell is that? Take that off. You know what I mean? So I mean, times have changed, music changed, people change. So um, once again, man, I appreciate you coming through. Is anything that you wanna uh, chop it up before we get up out of here? Let your fans know.
Honestly, uh, just that other than I got Vacant Vanity out, Thrill Music coming soon. Just that it's gonna be a hell of a ride. I know that. I believe in myself more than probably anybody else do.
Yeah, and you got a supportive camp behind you, because I was talking to Strokes, and that's all he talk about, and he's worked with a lot of people, quote unquote major artists.
Like for
So
real,
he's done that.
I don't try to get. for women, like for me, I don't try to get too wrapped up into uh, being too cocky or overconfident. But when it's people like Strokes or people who has been in the game, even like I forgot who I was down there in Atlanta. People coming to me or talking to me, or in Tennessee talking to me about how my music is and how it is and how good it is. For people that's been around music and even in whether it be the same the same genres or different genres, just seeing, oh, that's different. I see the vision, like that's good. So that makes me feel good, and that does add a confidence to it. But I just try to stay at like that fine line in between, confidence and humbleness.
Okay, so I do have something to run by you. So it was a time where you had to get your hometown behind you first.
Mhm.
But from my perspective, I see it's different. Like now, I think that you have to get the world behind you first, and then here comes the hometown. So I mean, I've seen it work both ways. But tell me, what's your take on that?
Honestly, I feel it's about the music that you make, or the the energy that you're gonna put out. Because for me, it's kind of hard to get popping, especially in Detroit. Because the music, that's not what draws. You know, my music isn't popping right there, but going somewhere else or worldwide, then eventually, like you said, they'll start accepting, and that's fine. I don't feel no type of way about that. It's just how things go.
I think Detroit more uh, likes success.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not about the music, it's success. Be like, oh, that's successful. Okay. Yeah, he ours. She ours. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it. And it can work both ways. Not saying that everybody's like that, because some people, they do have what you call like a cult. I don't like to use the word cult, but you know what I'm saying, like a rock following. My man, I appreciate you coming through, chopping it up with me, being very transparent with me, and so that, people can get to know you like they should.
Mhm.
So before we get up out of here, tell everybody where they can find you at on social media.
Y'all can find me on all social medias at SB3 Waun Music, all SB3 Waun, all platforms.
Okay, so it's SB3 Wine. It's the
WAUN.
it's the S and the B and the number 3 Wine on
Yep.
social media. Far as you got Twitter.
Yeah. I got to get that popping, but I do got one.
Okay, you got Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. My man. All right, so we'll be looking forward to chopping it with you soon.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Peace.